What's going on, guys? Mr. Alan C here. We are at DraftKings.com. I'm going to show you guys my way to get some ultimate draft picks and to walk away with a handful of cash. So pick any contest you like. We're going to do this one for 100K. We'll hit enter and we will do a new lineup because we're going to show you how it's done. Now, it's a little different for everybody who does it, so do it at your own risk. But I'm going to show you my way, and it's very effective. I win a lot of these. So what I'll do is first I'll go to the All tab. Now right here it says Position, Player, Opponent, this OPK, RK, and then right here FPPG. This stands for Fantasy Points Per Game. This is the average fantasy points per game they score. Obviously, you want your players to score the most fantasy points in the game and walk away with the most points, because that's how you win money. So we'll click that. Now it's sorted it, kind of weird. We'll click it again. It's going to sort it from the most points to the lowest points. So the very best guy to get right now is Julio Jones, it looks like, but he costs 9,300. Right here you have a different person, very close. He gets 30 fantasy points per game, and he's only 6,500. These are both wide receivers, but I'm just going to look at the fantasy points per game as well as the salary. So what I'm going to do is first pick a few really big guys. So yes, I'll get this guy. This guy, he earns less points per game and he costs more. We're going to skip that. Here's one. I'll look at the salary now, go all the way down to, here's one that pops out, 5,900 for 25 points. I'll grab that one. And let's keep looking. Okay, these two pop out at me. So that's a QB, and this is a wide receiver. And you know, it's going to take a little work, so just hold tight. We already got a QB, it looks like. Right here, 68. Now this is going to take me a little time. I'm doing this live. Alright, now let's go ahead. We'll jump over to DST. And we always pick the best DST. They're cheap. You're going to get 18 points for picking the Broncos. That's their estimate. That's their average. So we're going to grab that. It costs $3,300. And this is updating us, letting us know right now we still have $5,500 to spend per player we pick. Our total salary left is $27,500. All right, let's look at what we need. We do another wide receiver and a flex. So I like to make wide receivers my flex, but I'll look at all of them available. Let's just go to the flex now and take a look. We'll sort it by fantasy points per game. And I'm looking here. And these are all pretty tight knit. I don't see one really standing out at me. So what we can do if we spend under 5,500 for a player, it's actually going to go ahead and boost up what we can spend on the rest of them. So now let's look here. 4,500 and you still get 22. Or if you pay a whole lot more right here, if you pay 700 more, you only get one more point. So I'm going to go with Travis Benjamin. And let's see. You know what? I actually want to go with this guy because you don't lose a point and it's $100 less. Now let's look. We need a tight end. Let's go to TE, sort it. Right now they're saying we spend $5,700 per player. And look, the best one in the game doesn't even cost that much, so we're sitting pretty there. And look at the difference in points right here. He got a point more average, and he cost over $1,300. He cost $1,400 more, and he only got a point more on average. So we'll grab. Oh, this letter right here indicates that he's out, so we can't get him. We're not going to get him. We actually are going to go with Travis Kelce. Now, let's go back over to the running back. We haven't really looked at these yet. Wow. 25. I can't afford that, I don't think. Just look at the difference here. We're going to do the second best, 23 for 5,200. Because look at this. Just look. Look what stands out here. 7,000. It's sorted by the very best. 7,000, 5,000, 7,000, 6,6. When you see a low number followed by a high number, that's your little nudge. You should get that. That's telling you that that's a deal. Now let's go over. We got another running back to grab here. We got 6,000 to spend. 6,300 per person. So we could grab this one. I think I'm gonna just look at wide receivers quick. Well, that sucks. They really jump up right here in price. 22. Okay, so we sacrificed our wide receiver a little bit for this running back. We have $8,000 to spend, so we can actually get the very best there is right here. And he's going to score an average of 25 points. Now, this you can hit submit, not worry about it. You know, it's charging me $3. Okay, that's fine. Now let's say I'm not happy with that lineup. I always go back and look at it. So we'll go to my contests, upcoming, and this was the 100K one. So I'm looking for that $100,000 one. Is this the one we just did? There's a lot in here. I think that's it. Yep, we did the Broncos. I remember that. Jamal Charles. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add all this up now and make sure that we have a good lineup. So we're going to take all these fantasy points right here and add them up. So I'm going to do it on a calculator. Actually, I'll just do it right here for you so you can all watch. Because you already know that if you have 150 points in a fantasy game, at the end of the game, you're probably going to be in the money. So let's add these up on average, what it'll get. 25.2 plus 25.4 plus 23 plus 22.3 plus 30.8 plus 24.4 plus 19.1 plus 22.1 plus 18. Alright, so we're looking at 210.3. And I'm going to do a screenshot of this quick. So I hit print screen on my keyboard. It's right next to the F12 button. So we're looking at 210.13. Alright, and I'm going to save this as 210.13. New. Alright, so I'll be able to find that easy. So if I need to come back, I can recreate this team. Alright, so most guys would go, if I can get a team with 210 points in a fantasy game, that's good. I'm happy with that. Well, not me. I always go to do better. So no matter what the score is, I'll always just clear out my team here, right? And then I'm going to do a second pick, just completely different, and see how it ends up. So here we go. Fantasy points per game. So we're still going to get the Broncos. And look at that. Isn't that crazy? The Broncos score more, but they're cheaper than the second best. Crazy. All right, and see how I'm going to kind of work in reverse order now? I'm going to end up with different people, and it's either going to be better or worse than the last pick. But if it's better, I just enhance my picks. So hold on here. This should be picked. Should be picked. Let's see. I'm looking. Should we go crazy and grab Julio Jones? Let's do it. Let's just mix it up here. Let's go get a good QB before we spend all our money. 27, 25. We'll go with Aaron today. Now, how much money do we got? $4,000 per player. so not the most. So yeah, we really mixed it up. You can see that. But we might be surprised how it comes out. I don't know how it's going to end up, so hold on. 34. So we still got to pay attention here. See this? Oh, here we go. 36. He's got 15 versus 34 is 14. I don't know. He's almost 16. We'll go down there. And let's see. 38. We got that in a tight end, right? So let's just do a tight end here quick. So 19 is the best. So we'll just go with something cheap. Look at this, 32. Look at this guy. He's got 14 and he's only 3,200. Bam. And we got 4,400 left for our wide receiver. Now, don't feel bad about that. Oh, look at this. The tight end's actually out. This Q, I don't know what that means, but it means we got to unless it says P. That's the only good letter you want to see. So we got to repick our tight end. I'm sorry. Hang on. Damn it, it sucks. Oh, here's a cheap tight end. Look at that. Look how cheap he is, and he's the second best. All right, so we're on a real tight budget for this one wide receiver, but we got some killer guys besides that. So we got a $3,700 budget. So the first white one we see, we get. All right. So let's add these all up now real quick. Remember, I'm looking at the FPG right here, okay? So we had 210.3. We got to beat 210.3. 27.7 plus 23 plus 14.4. That was a bad one right there. Plus 24.4 plus 37 plus 12.3, another really bad one, plus 18 plus 30.8, another huge one, plus 18. So how did we do? We didn't do as good on that one. 205.6. So we're going to stand with our original one. We won't hit submit. And you guys get the idea. I'm going to run a few more of these myself. I bet I'll come up to 215. I usually can average 215 fantasy points per game average. So you guys get the idea. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And head over to DraftKings right now by clicking the link below this video in the description. Also, check out this DraftKings fantasy team. This is a Facebook group I just put together. 42 people joined overnight. People I don't even know. They're doing tips. They're doing insider picks. I created this, so I'm going to help you guys get the best picks. This posts the free rolls. Look at all these people on here just talking about DraftKings. It's incredible. Here I show a pick I did today that has 215 fantasy football points right here. This is my name on DraftKings. Paid Fox if you want to add me. So yeah, you definitely want to join this Facebook group. It's completely free. It's DraftKings Fantasy Team. I'll put a link below this video in the description for this as well. We will see you next time, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope you have fun. Do this at your own risk. Like I had said previously, it's different for everybody. But if you got a lot of fantasy points per game estimated on DraftKings by DraftKings, odds are you're going to do good.